So I was actually talking to two agents that I coach over this past week, and the same question came up. And that was, what happens when you start to go into a slow period in your business, when you know that you're losing a little bit of the momentum that you had, the month prior when you were out showing properties and going on listing appointments and prospecting. It's definitely interesting to me because you hear a lot about the real estate roller coaster, right? A lot of agents do a lot of prospecting. They take massive action. They end up getting clients. They go out and start showing homes, and they're super busy, and they typically give up the consistency of the prospecting. So then what happens, right? Everyone goes into contract. The deals start to close. The agents weren't prospecting. So now that everything's closing out, they have no business. They have no new clients. And, they're like, oh, crap, what do I do now? What happened? And the one agent that I coach, both of these agents, they have been licensed, in the last 6 to 8 months. They came out of the gate on fire. And, I'm talking, 6, 7, 8, 10 transactions in the first 3 to 4 months of them being in the industry. And they have a lot going on, and then all of a sudden, it comes to a screeching halt, and they don't have anyone, or it feels that way, right? And the question is how do I get that momentum back? And what I told both of them was, do an audit of the last 30 to 60 days of your day-to-day life and your activities that you were doing in real estate, right? Go back and see exactly what you were doing every single day and take notes. How many times were you prospecting? How many days in a row were you prospecting? What activities were you doing? And for both of them, what it boils down to is that they were doing real estate activities. They were in the business. They were doing what they were supposed to be doing in order to get the clients. And then as they got busy with clients, they stopped doing the real estate activities because they got busy with the showings, the writing the contracts, the going on the listing appointments, which are all things that happen in our business. But where a lot of agents fail is they don't stay consistent with the prospecting, and they don't make that a priority when they're still out showing clients. And the agents that have consistent business month after month, and the agents that are successful in this industry consistently, they never forget to prospect, no matter what else is going on, in their business and in their life. They set that time aside every day or every other day to make sure they're prospecting, whether that's their sphere of influence, whether that's, calling internet leads, whatever it may be. So, if you ever get to the point where you're going to be losing that momentum, and maybe you just had a great month, with multiple closings, or maybe you're just in that funk right now where you're just not feeling that momentum. Go back and do an audit from when you were busy, from when you were happy and excited and doing a lot of real estate things, and take note. What were those activities? For the one agent, when I was talking to him, he was calling his internet leads. He was calling FSBOs. He did a buyer's seminar. He met with new construction reps, right? He kept himself busy in and around real estate. And I think that's where a lot of people struggle in our industry, right? I tell agents all the time, if you're not doing anything, just come hang out in the office. Just be in the environment. Just be around other agents talking about real estate. Because eventually, just through being in the area and hearing real estate, you're going to start doing more activities yourself. You're going to pull yourself out of that slow period. You're going to start prospecting again. You're going to start doing those FSBO calls, setting the marketing aside, making the post on social media, commenting on social media, reaching out to your sphere of influence. And just do those things. And then if you can do those things consistently, or if you ever think you're going to be on a lull, just make sure you're doing real estate activities. And if you do that, the rest will happen, and you'll see your business flourish.